Hello there, I'm the Rampant Mystic and welcome to Risk of Rain 2. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is well, it's 2, so it's the second part. It is a sequel to Risk of Rain. It is basically the same game, except that it is 3D, has a lot more stuff added, thus making it unique in a way. Now this is a roguelike, thus meaning that there will be a lot of deaths before any progression is made, but I already have 40 something hours in the game, just because it was free on the weekend a very long time ago, and I tested it out for around 20 hours and then decided to pick it up because it is a great game. So we are here. Now this is only going to be once a week because generally these Risk of Rain runs can be kind of big, and there will be a lot of explaining in the first episode of what the game is, because I do understand that not everybody knows about the Risk of Rain in the first game, and the first game was amazing, by the way. This game, even better. Oh my, if I played over the course of 2 days, if I played almost 20 hours, that's how good it was. And what I'm basing that on is when I played Risk of Rain, the first Risk of Rain, I had maybe 20 hours in total, 20, 25, 30-ish hours. Yeah, that was over the course of maybe a month. Granted, I didn't have a lot of time to play back then, but still. Anyway, let's jump into this. Now, these are your characters. You have, of course, you have single player and you have multiplayer. I strongly don't suggest multiplayer since many people just take every item, and not all items are useful for certain classes. Now, as you can see, I have unlocked a lot of stuff, including a lot of artifacts, which we will touch upon later. But for now, the interesting thing is the character classes. They are adding more in the future. I believe one more will only be added, maybe more. I don't know. From what I understand, it's just going to be one for now. Now you have your basic classes. Normally you start off with the commando, so today we'll not be starting off with the commando. Today we'll be starting off with a different class because I played a lot of the commando recently, and I really don't want to play anymore. My favorite one is Huntress. I call it Artemis because she reminds me of Artemis. And then you have the multi, which I haven't played much of. Didn't kind of like it. I mean, again, roguelike. It has a lot of characters, and you choose which one you like. Engineer, which I have played a little bit, kind of interesting. Today we'll probably play the Engineer. Artificer, again, one of my favorites. Really good, really powerful, really slow. And of course here you're allowed to select your characters. Some characters, like the Mercenary here, only have melee attacks, but are very maneuverable, and of course very powerful. In general, all classes are very powerful, but everybody has a niche. And we'll be playing on normal. We won't be playing on Monsoon because Monsoon is the highest difficulty, and normally I do play it, but that takes a long time. And of course we have Rex, which I played once or twice. Might touch it again in the future. Loader, same thing. Great melee, really high damage with his charged gauntlet, if you can get it. Acrid, I love Acrid in the first game, and he is amazing in this one. Not so much. Just because early game he's very hard, but later on he tends to go out of control, but so does every single class. So today we'll be playing the Engineer. It is a class that, I'll tell you now, I don't remember how you unlock most of the classes. You unlock the Huntress by, I believe, going through the first stage 5 times. Multi, I don't remember. Like most of them I don't remember. Artificer you have to buy, which is 10 lunar coins, and we will explain that in a little bit. Again, most of them I don't remember. Rex you have to rescue. Loader, Acrid you have to sort of rescue as well. Loader, I believe, has an achievement associated with unlocking them. Of course, you can always just go to your local Gamepedia to actually find out how to unlock them, and I believe it does actually say in-game how to unlock them. Of course, the sad thing about this is that I couldn't start recording on the free weekend because I just didn't feel that was kind of right. To be perfectly honest, because the game is given out for free for a couple of hours, for 48 hours of course, and I just didn't feel right. Anyway, my talk is going to be over very soon, and don't worry, gameplay will begin shortly. So you have artifacts which you unlock by going to one of the, to stage 5 and doing a special thing. As you can see, I've unlocked almost all of them, not quite, I haven't actually found a couple, but we'll be doing that in the later on. And these are basically modifiers. They modify what your game does. We will not be using any today, we'll just be playing normal, straight up on Rainstorm, which is the normal difficulty, and we'll be playing with the Engineer. Now, the Engineer has a very interesting kit, bouncing grenades, which charges up to 8 grenades that deal 100 damage. That is 100 of the base damage of the character, not, you know, just an arbitrary number. And this is going to be a long video, by the way, if you can't tell yet. Sorry about if I mute myself from time to time, I'm just sneezing or something, whatever. And I've unlocked spider mines, which I do prefer over the pressure mines, even though the pressure mines do deal more damage. In terms of utility, bubble shield, very important for the engineer. I would not substitute it for thermal harpoons ever. And of course you have choice of 2 turrets. Now all of these normally you have to unlock by doing different challenges. Like for example, let me get the artificer. This one I haven't unlocked yet, which requires me fully defeat the teleport boss in a 1-second burst of damage. I've tried that many times. I've tried it on easy, just can't get it yet. I will eventually. Anyway, engineer. This you unlock by playing on the highest difficulty and getting to the end, which is not easy on your first playthrough. On your first playthrough, I strongly suggest Rainstorm if anybody's just thinking of picking up the game. And the last one is 2 turrets. These ones deal 100% base damage, but they're stationary and inherits all of your items. This is very important, inherits all of your items. And this one is mobile, fires a laser for 200 damage per second, and slows enemies camp place up to 2. Now, I believe the laser turrets are a lot weaker in terms of HP, and that's not why we want the stationary ones. There is an item in game which makes the stationary ones really good. Well, several items in game. So that is why we're picking stationary turrets. Now this is the, oops, sorry about that, misclicked. I forgot shift is not run in this game. This is where you'll start off. You have your basic chests which give you money, and you have normal chests. You have ones that give you money. Here we're going to place a turret. They are on a long cooldown, and you have these where you can choose what you want. I'm going to pick up one of these because it gives me a chance, I believe a 5% chance, to actually apply a sticky bomb to an enemy every time you hit it. And of course, my turrets inherit these, but I have to replace the turret in order for it to inherit my abilities. Not abilities, sorry, artifacts. Items, not even artifacts. I'm going to be making a lot of these mistakes. And do keep in mind, this game is very concentration heavy sometimes. So if I just go into like totally mode, I'm sorry about that, preemptively, that's a bad placement for a turret, that's fine, should be fine. And the reason the turret is good is because you can just do this next to your turrets. The reason the shield is really good, sorry. And be protected. This thing absorbs all damage so long as the damage is coming from outside, including mine, by the way. My attacks will just bounce off as well. But if something enters it, you're not immune to damage. This is a combat shrine. I did not talk about that. Sorry about that. It spawns random enemies based on the level and the time you're at. As you can see, up to my right corner, there is a timer, and its currency says easy death. Keep ticking up. So generally, there is a speed element to this. The longer the timer runs for, the worse off we're going to be, because we're going to spawn more enemies, tougher enemies, and the enemies do level up as well. Okay, there's our first thing. Here we're actually going to pick up, I have a random, right, sorry, gain massive armor for 5 seconds. That is Jade Elephant. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just there. It's not something we want. There are many items we want. There's many items we do not want. And hopefully we'll find a couple we want here. That is going to be Monster Tooth, which drops a healing orb on kill. Talking about the interface, I believe everything's kind of self-explanatory. There isn't really much to say. These big chests here, these will always spawn a green item. Oh, Runold's Band, which has, I believe, a 6% chance to cause a Ice Blast. I will know a lot of these items, but some of them I will be a little bit finicky on the numbers. There you see the bomb. And of course, a lot of stuff is random in this game, unless you have certain artifacts which don't make it random. But that's going to come in later in the series. Now, the series is going to run only on Friday, and it's only going to be 1 day a week. And we'll see for how long. I can't really guarantee anything. I've been thinking about live streaming this for a little bit, but at the same time, I've been not doing it because, well, there's many reasons. Okay, so this is a, I believe, item 3D printer, that's what it's called, right? Good thing it's on the screen. It will give get a random item from your inventory, which is up top center, and it will give you the item that is on display. The problem is you don't know which item you're getting. You're giving. You know which item you're getting, you don't know which one you're giving. Oh no, I need to get out of the freezing bubble. That's Topaz Brooch, which every time you kill an enemy gives you 15 HP. Temporary HP. Ah, this is the item we need. Oh, this is the MVP item. Bustling Fungus. So after you stand still for 2 seconds, you gain a healing aura, and that is very important because the turrets are standing still. So currently, the objective of the game is to reach the teleporter. That has always been, and even in Risk of Rain 1. So that is one of our goals, to find the teleporter and to activate it. Oh, just shield generators? Okay. Okay, shield generator. Gives me a little bit of shields. It is based on on your max HP. And you do take fall damage in this game. Now just watch the turret. There, sorry about the sounds there. It gained this aura, which is from Bustling Fungus. This is a Shrine of Chance. There is a small chance you will gain an item every time you roll it. Every time you roll it, though, it increases... Crowbar and Bundle of Fireworks, okay. It increases its value, so there's that. Bundle of Fireworks does this. No need for me to talk, just... It's kind of nice to have, I suppose. Oh, there's the portal. At the same time, though, it's not really an item I'm looking for. Crowbar does a lot of damage if the monster is above 90% HP. If not, it doesn't activate. Armor-piercing rounds do extra damage to boss enemies. And boss enemies are enemies from the portal. The teleporter, sorry. I'm going to be calling it portal a lot, even though there's portals in this game separately. Currently, what I'm doing is just farming for items. Oh, Will-o'-the-Wisp. Detonates enemies on kill. Now, what it doesn't say is that it actually does a lot of damage. It does, I believe, 150% of your base damage, and it is over a decent range. Sorry about that. So, my voice was going nowhere. So, I know these maps very well. I have played a lot now. The chest spawns are random, by the way, so you can't really go to a specific area and expect for the chest to be there always. So I'm just checking out the map here. Not everything, but most of it. To find chests, because items are very important here. The more items you have, the better off you'll be. You will generally scale better than the enemies. And this was fresh meat. Regenerate health after killing an enemy. It is not the best healing item in the game. That's all I'm going to say. And I believe there's nothing up here, down here, so it is time for us to go to the portal. Now this, the engineer doesn't really have a mechanic to dodge, so I can't avoid fall damage. With most characters that do have the dodge mechanic, you can dodge fall damage by dodging just before you hit. Or slightly before you hit, not just before. This is the last area I'm going to check. I'm not going to go up. Oh, this is, you know what, I'll get it. You have these sentries which you can pick up as well. Sentries, gunner turrets, medical turrets. There's a lot of turrets you can pick up. These ones are stationary and will not inherit my items. Only my personal turrets, the one I can put down, can inherit my items. So these ones will not. And yeah, I believe the other thing I forgot to mention, I was going to, lunar items. So there's lunar items in this game, up left, top left corner. On the screen, below my money, I have lunar coins, which will randomly drop from enemies, which you can buy lunar items, which I will hopefully show this episode. And that's the first boss. That is Stone Titan, kind of far away, but that's fine. Here's some spider mines for you. There are many bosses in this game, and all of them do a different thing. Okay, yeah, it's kind of far away. I decided to put the turrets here, which is not the best thing, but as you can see, they are regenerating health, and this is why Bustling Fungus is very important. This is why you pick these turrets specifically. You don't really need it. You can go for different types of regeneration. There is one that is on critical, there's one that is on hit. But again, that will that means you have to get those, and those are in the uncommon category, which means they will be harder to get. But in general, the turrets are very good. This is why a lot of people play the engineer, because the turrets are really powerful. Every time you kill a boss, you gain an item. Normally it's uncommon. This case we got ATG missile turret. It is very powerful. It has a 10% chance of firing a missile every time we hit an enemy. This includes our turrets. And the damage scales up. Most of the items scale the percentage chance to activate an effect, but this one scales in damage, so that is very important. I believe it starts at 300 and scales 300 every one you get. So that is very powerful. Very, very powerful. And you have to stay within a certain field of the teleporter. There's these red lines here which will tell you so that you can charge the teleporter. You have to as well kill the boss, otherwise you cannot charge the teleporter. And afterwards you just go to it, press it, and you're on to the next level. As you can see, that took me 8 minutes. It's because I'm with the engineer. Normally if I was playing something like, for example, Mercenary or even Commando, I would try to go for 5, but not necessarily. I guess it depends really. Okay, so we have a chest there. It is really good to note where your chests are, because generally I will not be staying most of the time in one location unless I decide to, which is yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but generally you shouldn't stay in one place because you want to get money, and killing enemies gives you money. Every time you enter a new zone, based on the difficulty, the chests will scale in money. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. This is why I'm popping down a turret here. These are kind of annoying to kill. A turret will help. Yeah, there you saw the missile right there. 55, I need 59 to open this. We have a sentry turret, gunner turret, sorry. Just killing something over there which will give us money. There it is. All right, so out of these, I want, let's see, this thing here, which is, what was it called? Gasoline. I thought it was called chem fuel barrel. Well, whatever. Killing enemies sets nearby enemies on fire. Again, has a decent range. Not good early. Better if you get a couple of them. They do stack. And does a decent amount of damage. Not too bad, not too good. We're looking for, really, we're hoping to get attack spade. I'm hovering around this chest closely because it's here. There it is. And, oh, perfect. Blood shrine. So here, this is going to give me money in exchange for blood, which is exactly what I want. But I'm going to need to set up some defenses in order for that to happen, because I don't want to be killed while exchanging my blood for money. I'm going to sit around in one place, wait for the fungus to do its thing, wait for full HP, and do it again. This is going to be the last time I'm doing it. I'm not going to do it. Normally, you can do a 93% HP one, but yeah, that's kind of a lot of HP, and I don't want to risk it. Again, dying in this game, especially once you're up to an hour of playtime, and these do go up to an hour and more of playtime, depending on what you want to do, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. Ah, rustic key, that's not a good thing to get. So what rustic key does is it spawns a chest in the map. Not on this one, it will in the next one. And that chest is going to have a random item in it. The more keys you have, the better the item. With one key, it's just a bad item. Oh, it's an item. It's going to be white. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, lunar coin. Speak of the devil. There it is. And these, yeah, these things have, these things track you. These things attacks. Well, couldn't set off a shield fast enough. Sorry about that. I was just clearing my throat quickly. I'll probably have to do it several times during this playthrough. Oh, I see a 3D printer over there. But we're currently ignoring all the enemies, even though they give you golden experience. And I'm just looking for chests and the teleporter, because that is very important. And I don't have a single movement item, which means I am very slow. The engineer is generally not the fastest one. There are slower ones. Accurate is actually really slow, which is kind of annoying. This is why I hate these with the engineer, because it's kind of hard to hit with the engineer. Oh, something. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Nope. Oh, okay. I want the missile launcher. So fires a swarm of missiles, which do a lot of damage. And there's a lot of them, but is on a fairly long cooldown. So I'm going to use it here. And we got damage reduction. That is 5 flat damage reduction. This means 5 points of damage. I believe it's 5. Okay, I do see items over there. Ooh, and we have a green item. Nice. Alright, so this is going to be a green item. They're very expensive. They're, I believe, twice as expensive. Another Runald's band. I'm getting really lucky with the Runald's bands there. Oh, I'm going to get the shield generator here. It's either that or damage reduction. You know what? I'm going to get the damage reduction. Normally, damage reduction later on is not that good, because you would need to stack a lot of them. And most of the time, you will not stack that many to be of worth. Alright, so... where am I going again? Okay, over there, I suppose. Oh, there's some more money. You know what? Why not? Say, here's a shield just in case, and I'll go for 75 as well. Money is as well good even if you don't use it, because at the end of the stage on the teleporter, it will convert 2 experience, and that is really good. I'm just waiting here for some HP. My turrets have my back, so I'm not really too worried. These orbs can as well be collected from my, what is it, Bone Tooth Necklace, what's it called? I don't remember all the names, but some of them I do. That is a shield generator. Oh, another crowbar. Oh boy. Generally they aren't bad, I just don't like them this early. I don't find them that useful early on. Personally, you know, again, this is personal opinion. Play the game however you like, even though you have to really open the chests and know how you're going to play the game. Oh, did I open that up over there? No, I think I haven't. I was really hoping for some attack speed here, maybe some critical, a couple of more procs, and some movement speed. I've gotten the exact opposite of that. So that's kind of interesting. And there's 2 more chests that I see from here. Ooh, nice. Okay, fuel cell is actually really good. This makes the missile launcher even better. My active item will gain a slight cooldown reduction, and it'll be able to hold 2 charges, so that makes it really good, because I do like the missile launcher a lot. Okay, I have not seen the teleporter. I probably missed it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Over there. So we're going straight to it. I'm pretty sure I've exhausted most of the chests on this area. Backup magazine, that's something you don't really want or need on the engineer. It allows you to carry your secondary ability, which is the mines for the engineer. +1. It doesn't give a cooldown reduction though. But the problem with the engineer is you can only have 4 mines. So carrying 1 more can have its uses, but generally it's not that good. Okay. There's my 2 turrets. There's my 4 spider mines. And let's activate the portal. Ah, Beetle Queen. I believe I had 1 missile flying and it hit the Beetle Queen. That's why we did so much damage. Plus, we do have armor piercing rounds, which do 20% extra damage to bosses. Oh, that's Red Whip? Red Whip? Yeah, Red Whip. So this is a sprinting item. This is a movement speed item. So I'm not too salty about seeing it. It will allow me to move faster out of combat. Just out of combat. Oh, 1 more coin. Wow, I'm getting lucky today. Normally I don't see coins that much. Surprisingly. 16 minutes second teleporter. That's it's there. It's there. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's fine. You can generally spend, if you want, an hour in one stage. It's not recommended because the monsters will level up and you will basically not scale, so you really don't want to spend too much time. So it's a sort of a balance. There's a rocket, and yeah, if it doesn't hit, it's just gonna run around for a little bit and then hit a wall or something. Yeah, generally I leave the fighting to the turrets because, let's face it, the engineers one isn't really good. Unless I'm hitting a really big target, I'm not really gonna use it. Or if it's just 1 enemy and I'm running around, yeah. Otherwise, no. So, as I was saying, it's a balance between searching for chests and searching for the teleporter, and as soon as you find it, you know whether you want to continue searching or not. But generally, if you've gotten at least 3 or 4 chests, you might want to continue, depending on the area. For example, Scorched Acre is not really my most favorite area. This area is kind of hard to search for chests, because there's many places where you can spawn. And, oh my god. Okay, you spawned 2 of them? Okay. You know what? Here's 1. That should kill both of them, I believe. No, just 1 of them. That's fine. These guys are, kind of difficult. Oh yeah, another Reynolds Band! The problem with Reynolds Band is it's really good, but it doesn't increase the percentage chance of getting a proc. When you get more of them, it just increases the damage. So it's the same as the missile turret. The problem is the chance is very small to proc. It's, I believe, 3 or 6%. It's one of the 2. So yeah, I really don't like to see more than 1 of those. You just use it for the debuff most of the time. Because it procs a blizzard, I believe. So that slows the enemies. It's good to have once or twice at most, but that's 3. Well, it's going to do a lot of damage when it procs at least. It's going to kill most stuff. So the reason I don't like this area is because it's kind of hard to search. There's many layers to these places, and if you're somebody like me who really does want to get all the chests most of the time, you're gonna go around all of them. And the engineer is one of those characters where it doesn't have a dodge skill. This means I cannot teleport up unless I get something that'll help me. Oh my god, fireworks, and yeah, I'm not gonna get fireworks. Gasoline, okay, that's not bad. It's better than fireworks. I mean, fireworks are good to have, don't get me wrong, but it's better if you... So I'm not really gonna go and check everything, but I do wanna still check a little bit, because the portal can spawn over there, and I might have just missed it now. It's doubtful because this is my starting area, but it is possible. Okay, so that's why you want to really check everything, unless I can see it from here. Oh, I see a lunar bud. That's going to be a lunar item, but you have to pay with lunar coins. Lunar buds are random, but they cost you one lunar coin. And you can actually go to a shop if you want, which costs 1 lunar coin, but there you can pick your item for 2 coins, so there's that. Right, so I'm gonna be here for a little bit. I'll probably gamble at that Obelisk of Chance. Okay, I really don't want the slug, and I really don't want that crystal. Okay, that's critical strike, that's good. We're getting somewhere. 10% critical strike chance for each one of these. Okay, that is Primordial Cube. Okay, no, I don't want Primordial Cube. Oh, this is gonna take my money. Oh, it's 150 now. Good thing this thing is gonna give me money. The problem is, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, last one. Hey, you actually got an item. You can get at most 2 items from these, by the way. You can't get more than 2. After the second one, it just closes itself. Stops working. Okay, see, my turret's getting swarmed, but it's still sort of healing. So that's kind of good. But we don't care about this area anymore. We've already picked it clean, so we're going to the next one. We're going to do a very just quick look here. We're not going to go down. Oh, I see a chest. It's not down though, so that's nice. Okay, more fresh meat. I'm going to get the bud because I actually need a lunar item, a very specific one, to make this run a little bit better. Please be Vigilance of Heresy. Oh no, it's the crown now. So this is an item you really don't want to pick up. It gives you gold, a percentage, there is I believe a percentage chance that it gives you gold when you hit an enemy. But the problem is it takes away gold from you every time you get hit. By a lot. So in the end, you're definitely making less money than the AI is going to take away from you. Like, one hit can cost you a lot of gold. So yeah, oh, I see Lens Maker's glasses over there, so that's more critical. Yeah, and that's actually the only good thing here. Good, that's 20% critical chance, exactly what I want. Oh, hello. You know what, here's some spider mines. I should kill. Nope, one of them went for something else. So they're not gonna kill. Yep, there was the band proccing. And there's the kill. These give more experience and more gold, so generally I will try and target them, especially if I don't have any gold. But as you can see, my turrets are actually still alive, surprisingly. And I'm regenerating a decent chunk of HP. But we need more items, definitely a lot more items. Right, so I'm gonna go around here. I can't get up, you have to actually go around this. And that's why I don't like this area that much when I'm with specific characters. I mean, in general, I don't like that area this much. This area that much. Yes. Commentary skills. Okay. There it is. And I do see the tri-container there as well, which we are going to go to. You can go that island, by the way, but not via normal means. Well, you have to have specific items. You either need to be able to jump many times to get to there, or there is an item which allows you to fly temporarily, which can't take you over there, but there's nothing there. There's just one of those altars of Newt Altars, I believe they're called, which allow you to visit the shop, which is I don't remember its full name, sorry. Alright, here's the turret. You can deal with the turret, please. Here's a couple of mines. Deal with the mines. And I'm gonna go and pick items up. Oh, attack speed. Bristling fungus is generally really good, but I'd rather have some attack speed as well. Okay. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly for anybody who actually is thinking about commenting. Oh, there's the portal. The last place you look. That's actually good. That means we got most of the chests. Ooh, infusion. 100 health, but you get 1 health per kill. Up to 100. Oh, more attack speed. Nice. Which isn't bad. I do like it. It does affect the turrets as well. Now we're just going to go up there because I'm pretty sure we should have a Newt Altar over there. And I do want to head to the Bazaar Between Time. That's what it was called. Oh, we have chests here as well. So this is a Newt Altar. You, ooh, what is that? Ah, Harvester Sight. Perfect. Every critical strike heals you for a little bit. This is a Newt Altar. You activate it by using 1 lunar coin on it, and you'll spawn a portal after you complete a teleport of it. Oh, we're getting a lot of rares. Okay, that is a second fuel cell, which adds an extra charge and extra cooldown reduction. It will spawn a portal, which will take us to the Bazaar Between Time, which means we'll be able to buy some items. That's kind of nice. And exactly what I wanted. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm going to place my turrets here. This isn't really a good position for anything, but yeah. There it is. You see that? You see that wisp over there? That means we're going to have a blue portal. Clay Dune Strider. Well, I can just fire my missiles, and I probably should have saved them for... Oh, there's one more. Oh, would you look at that? Did not notice. The Clay Dune Strider does this annoying move, this one, which pulls you in, pulls all the enemies in as well, and heals itself. So again, kind of annoying, especially when you can't dodge it in any way. There it is. And we're basically done here. Did we get another fuel cell? Oh my god. Well, I'll be able to spam my missile launcher at least kind of often. Generally, the cooldown reduction is not too big. Oh, I see something over there. I can't take it. Oh, that was a misclick. Can't take it yet, but there's obviously something there. What did I miss over there? Ah, could have been the chest from the key. The chest from the key is kind of like this color over here, like the ground. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of hard to see. There are as well invisible chests in this game, which you have to like randomly stumble upon because they're not visible. Again, thus the name, invisible chests. Or at least I call them that. I think everybody else calls them secret chests. I hope. A 98. So now we have a blue portal that's spawned, but I want to go and look at that. I'm pretty sure it's the rusted key chest. Yeah, it looks brownish from here. Yeah, it is the rusted key chest. This is the rusted key chest. Look at it. Look at that color. It just blends in perfectly here. There's a white energy drink, so sprint faster. That is kind of nice. I believe 30% is the sprint speed. Again, don't quote me on all of the numbers here. So we're not going for the teleporter this time. We're going for the portal. For the blue portal, to be a bit more precise, there are other kinds of portals in this game. The blue portal will take us to the Bazaar Between Time where we can do some shopping. Not for gold, but for lunar coins. This is the only actual shopping you can do in the game. So, yeah. It does stop the time, by the way, just so you know. There are several places that stop the time in the game, and we're looking for... this. So, you don't get the items' names. Everything costs 2, as you can see. 2 lunar coins, but you get a choice of 4 items, and I can buy all 4 of them. I don't need them, but I need this. This is Visions of Heresy, which will replace my main attack with this. These explode after like a second after they hit. Oh, and do I want this? No. Oh, yes and no. Actually, I have 3 fuel cells. Please take the fuel cells. Okay. So I know I didn't explain it and I just jumped into it. Here you can trade in items. 3 white items converts into 1 green one. This green one, which is Guillotine, which I'll explain a little bit. 5 green items converts into a legendary, which are rare. You generally won't see them that often. Maybe like if you're doing a proper one, 2 items, depending on your luck. Maybe 3. Now what I did there, I traded in 5 random things, which traded in my infusion by the looks of things, 1 fuel cell, only 1? Will-o'-the-wisp I saw, and what else did it trade? Probably something not that important. But it trades 5 items for this specific item. This item is called, I believe, yeah, Brilliant Behemoth. All your attacks explode. Not in a big radius, and my attacks already explode after a little bit, but that's going to be a secondary explosion, which is kind of nice. Guillotine instantly kills an elite below X amount of HP, which is kind of, I believe, 10%, sort of. I don't really need it. Here you can as well, for 3 lunar buds, choose your destination. We're not going to be doing that. And you have Newt here, who is the, I believe, owner of this place. There is some lore in this game. I haven't really read it much. I've been too infatuated with playing it. Yeah, there's that. So let's, while we're here, go to the next area. Sorry about the silence there, just needed to drink of water. And, yep, I keep forgetting that is not the sprint key. That always happens to me. Alright, so this area, Sirens Call. There are different areas, by the way, for every stage. Sirens Call, you can summon a big boss here, which we do want to fight because the big boss drops a legendary item, and we can fight him from relatively far away. In order to summon the boss, it's only on Sirens Call, by the way. You need exactly this thing that just popped here. It was a nest of eggs. There they are, you can see them over there. These eggs are the eggs of these vultures over there. Oh, money. These vultures. And when you kill 5 of them, I believe, 2, 3, the boss will spawn. They have fixed positions, but there's a lot of them, so you don't really need to worry too much about it. Okay, there. I'm just gonna summon the turret. The turret doesn't inherit my attack, by the way. And the bad thing about Visions of Heresy, there's only one bad thing about it, is on a 2-second cooldown, that is it. Oh, legendary! And it's Shattering Justice, yes! So every 4 hits basically reduces the armor. They'll apply a debuff, there it is, you can see it on the enemy, which will reduce their armor. That is amazing to get. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, so good. Now I just need 1 more fungus and we're perfect. Oh, almost perfect. More attack speed and more crit would be nice, but you know. Alright, so I am actually going to go up. We're not going to go down yet. And these things do sort of auto-aim. Not fully, but they do auto-aim. That is going to be Focus Crystal. If you're very close to the enemy, basically hugging them, you will do bonus damage to them. That is generally not good on the engineer. Here we have a crashed ship, of course. Just randomly over there. The reason I'm going over there, there's some egg spawns up there and up there, but we don't have that. Normally there's one up there. They're kind of random. There's like 10, 15 spawns. Okay, no, there's no egg spawn here. There is this, but I don't want it. So I do realize I have only 2 fuel cells and it says 4 charges. That is because we had the charges before we lost the fuel cells, but don't worry, it will fix itself as soon as we use them. I'm currently saving them for the boss fight. We're gonna need them. It's not exactly the easiest boss fight, but it's not exactly the hardest. I might die to it, you know, just saying. Can happen, has happened. Ah, 1 equipment. Oh, I don't want to give this though. Oh, Hapoo's Feather. Hop, not Hapoo. It is the developers of the game. It allows you to jump an extra time, which is exactly what I want. Can I get more Visions of Heresy, please? Ooh, Shattered Glass, no. So Shattered Glass lowers your HP by half, but doubles your damage. Generally it's not bad, but I try to avoid it because I do tend to take a lot of damage. Plus, it'll half the turret's HP as well. That's where the portal is. Oh, nope, nope. You know what? Here's a turret. There's some eggs. This should be egg number 4, right? Okay, so now we get a message. You hear a distant whirling. So the next egg is going to immediately summon the boss. So I know. Oh, would you look at that? That's a missile turret for 500. And I just want to pick up the rest of the chest before we continue. Pick up magazine. Okay, we're, I believe, mostly done with the area. There's just like a couple of places that I haven't visited, which I will now. Okay, another missile turret. Sure. Do I have money for this? Yes. No, I don't. I will in a second. Yep. Missile turrets, sorry, missile drones do a lot of damage. I like them. Crowbar. Great. We're up to like 250 bonus damage on enemies above 90% HP. I know I sound unhappy about that because I am. It's not something I like to see too much. Not early as well. Oh, okay. That is a lot of missile turrets, missile drones. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, I'm gonna place my second turret here just so they can provide me with some money because we're gonna need it. Oh, that's not the boss. But that is similar to what the boss looks like, which you'll see in a second. As soon as this thing goes away. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh boy, that's not good. Good thing I can jump twice. Because I can jump twice, I can just jump before I fall, and I will take either less damage or no damage, depending on when I jumped. Okay, that thing is dead, that's good. Now let me go and get... I have money for the missile turret, but I saw a chest over there. Ah, sentry? Okay, let's see what this is. I'm just gonna go through more damage reduction. Perfect. Just gonna go through everything really quickly. There's the last eggs we need. You know what? I'm not gonna do the turret yet. Oh no, no! Don't freeze before I. Yep. Okay, I hit it. And the whirring that grows louder. And that's where the boss fight is. And he's going straight for my turrets. Alloy worship unit, and it is not exactly the easiest thing to fight. Ah, one more chest. Nice. So I'm using a lot of my missiles. At the same time, I'm dodging a lot, but it's not going towards... Oh no, I'm going to be sent flying, yeah. Couldn't dodge that. It's fine. Oh no, 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 I jumped too early. Oh no, that was smart of me. I'm just going to stay in one place, let the turrets deal all the damage, and heal up a little bit, because I need to. Ah, one of my turrets died. Oh no, wait, I summoned it here by accident. Oh... Well, something dropped. What? Oh, that's from... Oh, Death's Mark. Okay. It is something we want. Okay, let me actually place a shield now. It can hit me with the ground hit, though. So... The one it was about to do, but now it's dead. This is where it will summon the item. Where is it? Where is it? Where? It should summon it here. Oh, there it is. 57 leaf clover, okay. So, as far as I understand it, that just increases your luck of sorts, like gives you an extra roll. So from what I've read, what that means, giving you an extra roll, is, for example, I'm hitting once, let's say I'm hitting once, and I have a 20% chance to critical, but I don't, so it gives me an extra 20% chance, so it gives me an extra roll, to be a bit more precise, on the crit there, allowing me a bigger opportunity to crit. So that's kind of nice, you know. It's always nice to see it. I do like seeing it. I would have preferred there was a knife. You know, I'm picky, but yeah, there was a knife. That is very, very powerful, that I really love. Okay, summon my turrets, and let's leave this area finally. So there's 5 stages of the game, and then you begin looping, like in something like the Binding of Isaac, which you do victory laps. It's something like that, but the thing is, though, the game does have an end. The end is not at stage 5, though. It's at, when you loop, at stage 3. Of sorts. Well, hopefully I'll be able to show it. Next stage is probably one of the hardest ones, so... Hopefully... Ah, Chrono Bubble. That's fine. It slows enemies on head, but we already have our Ronald's band, so... Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine by us. What was I saying? Oh, wow. I missed a chest here. And something over there. Oh, is that... Okay, that's the invisible chest. You can actually see it. No, that's not it. No, no, that's an equipment one. We don't need that one. Gasoline. Okay, that's nice. It's nice to see. Increasing the range of our fire. Can I see anything that's locked? I know we had an equipment drone somewhere. I forgot where though. Oh, if I remember where, I could take the equipment from there and give it to the equipment drone. An equipment drone, you give it your equipment and it will use it from time to time, like whenever it's off cooldown, basically, which is kind of nice. It's worth it most of the time, but because I have 2 fuel cells, you know, I don't want to give it my missile barrage. Okay, it's time to leave. Oh boy. Okay, so next area is generally the hardest area. Generally, yes, it's the hardest area. It is, oh boy, Sky Meadow. It is, I believe there's only one area. It spawns a lot of boss battles here. There's a lot of elites. And I didn't manage to set up my shield before those things pushed me off. But generally by the time you get to here, you're sort of powerful enough to deal with it. Okay, that's Leeching Seed, which is actually damage on healing on hit, but I don't want it. I want Guillotine. At this point, I want Guillotine because the enemies are starting to have a lot of HP. And it will kill elites below, I believe, 10% HP. Yeah, as you can see, the boss we had at the teleport event here is now just a random enemy appearing. Because, you know, final area, so sort of. And this is a very big area. Very, very big. I normally am not thorough much on this area. Just because of the fact that A, it's big, and B, you probably won't find everything. Okay, so this is a equipment one, but I don't need any of these. I like my missile barrage. Let me take items. More attack speed, sure. Oh, there's the... These are the worst enemy in the game, by the way. These shrooms over there, which you saw. I personally hate them. They have ended way more runs than they should have. What this is a Shrine of the Mountain. This will spawn an extra boss at the teleport event, but will give me an extra item. Normally, there is a bigger chance of you to get a legendary as well. And I believe if you have 3 mountains active, you are guaranteed to get a legendary, but I'm not entirely sure about that. It's always happened to me when I've actually had 3 mountains. Shrine of the Mountains active, I've gotten a legendary. Maybe it's a coincidence. It doesn't really happen very often. So, you know, there's that. And this is why I hate the shrooms, because they do this. And that can't be avoided. There are items which block damage, but that, no, it does damage so fast that your blocking item can't keep up. Nothing can keep up with that damage. That's why I hate the shrooms. We have no items that block damage, by the way, so that's kind of interesting. Ah, yes. Okay. That is Gore's Tomb. Great. Enemies have a small percent chance to drop treasure, which scales up. So basically, the higher you are in terms of level, like I'm currently on, I'm coming for you, the more gold you'll get from enemies. The problem is the higher up you are, you really don't need it, because you'll have a lot of bosses just instantly spawn when you arrive, just like you saw, and you'll get your gold anyway. That's Leeching Seed, which gives me, I believe, 1 HP per hit, including to my turrets as well, so that's kind of nice. Ah, more bundle of fireworks. This is kind of a big area. Now, something I'm not going to talk about. Yes, I'm not going to talk about. I see the teleport over there. Oh, I see a try one over there. I'm going to go for it. Something we're not going to be talking about here is... Somebody might have noticed it. Many people might know about it. Is the secret in this area, because we're probably going to end up doing it next time around. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, exactly what I wanted. Good. Didn't really want that, but sure, I'll take it. I would have said it's free, but it's not. Okay, there's my infusion back that I lost. Now I'm gonna go up, and then I'm gonna go to the try item. Oh, really? It's a focus crystal. I need something that's gonna give me Lensmaker's goggles, and we're all set to go. To like kill everything. Don't worry, I got this. Yep, there it is. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, green! Okay, so ukulele. Ukulele will spawn. Oh no 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 no! I hate these. Ukulele spawns chain lightning. There's a percentage chance you hit, and the more you pick up, the bigger the range on it. Okay, goat's hoof, which is a movement speed, just in general. Oh really? You had to spawn that? Medical kit. Every time I'm hit, I will gain some regeneration, basically. More keys. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna place my turrets around the middle this time around. Let's go. We're gonna have 2 boss battles. They're identical boss battles, by the way. Blazing Elder Lemurians. Oh, that's not good. They're blazing, and there's many of them. Because I believe just a single boss battle of these counts as 2. And we got our 2 items, which is, of course, Squid Polyp. Yeah, I really don't like seeing that item. I really don't. I think it's not that useful. Basically what it does is every time I interact with anything, the way I summon Bundle of Fireworks is I'm just going to summon a turret now as well, which I wouldn't mind if the turret stayed there for the rest of the stage, but it doesn't. It actually slowly drains its health until it dies. Yeah. So it's an item I don't really enjoy too much, especially seeing it. No 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 no. No, I do see the chest from here. Like, there's one over there, there's one over there, and there's one over there that we've missed. There's definitely more. There's like 2 over there. But this area in general, I really don't like to be stuck in it too long. Again, it's one of the more difficult areas, and it's kind of confusing. I could go and pick them up, but I already know where they are there. I'm kind of slow. I might go. I have a couple seconds to decide if I'm going or not. Okay, I'm going. Might be useful. I still need some items. 94? Mobs stop spawning after you complete the teleporter event. It's just the ones that are left over. Oh yeah, these can hit you. I forgot about that. So if you're short on cash after you complete the teleport event, well, it's kind of bad for you. More of these. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, there's the turret that spawned. Shield generator. Again, more shields. That's, I guess, not bad. I don't want to take this. At the same time I do, it's going to take me way over there. And, of course, deal damage to me. Why wouldn't it? Why should it not deal damage to me is the question. Now, why is it? Okay, there's more of these. I really do hate these. They have ended too many of my runs. It's just, you're sitting there for like a split second, you're like picking your nose or whatever, or coughing, and they'll just like pop out of nowhere and just kill you. That's how bad and brutal they are. Haven't we been here? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go for that one and then we're gonna leave. Not the try one, the one on its back. There's one there guaranteed. We saw it from far away. If it's even chest. Oh, I see the one that's down. Okay, so we're good. Okay, take that. We have the money. Oh, more bundle of fireworks. I have not taken this one, really. And that was Wax Quail, to be a bit more precise, which allows you to, while sprinting when you jump, you'll get a small boost forward, which is kind of nice. Alright, sorry about that. Oh boy. I don't want to be hit by these at all. Okay, I'm just killing it because that it's an elite. It gives a little bit more gold. Just a little bit of that extra HP. We're already on the last phase, which is ha 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 ha. It just continues infinitely, but enemies still do level up. And that is where the danger lies, so you can't really spend like an hour on one stage and expect for the level of aggression to be the same. Alright, so we're back. This is our first loop. You can do, I believe, as many loops as you want. Like the most I've done is 20 stages, 21 actually, which is for an achievement. Okay, here I actually want the armor piercing rounds. At this point I want armor piercing rounds because then bosses will have a ton of HP. There you see the ukulele proccing. Okay, you know what? Here's a turret for you. Actually, we might have to get 2. Yeah, I don't have enough damage enough AoE damage to be more precise to be dealing with them. Yeah, bundle of fireworks. So the way it works is the more you have, the more fireworks you'll get out. So that's more damage. And these are really tough enemies. Now, from what I understand, they will stop your healing if they hit you or if you're in their field. So it's kind of better to just stay at range and avoid them. No, another crowbar? No. Please don't give me a crowbar. Or fresh meat. Okay. So at this point we're just looking for the portal. There it is. And picking up. And there's a mountain as well. I'll definitely be taking that. You want to take all the mountain ones. So look. Oh, I need these crabs to run off a cliff. Oh well, I'm not going to do it today. I'll do it one day. There's an achievement if you run off crabs off a cliff. Those are called Hermit Crabs. The one that was running away. I might be able to do it with this one. Nope, never mind, I'll kill it. Yeah, with the shrine. Oh well. Oh, one can dream. You need to do it too many times, it's like 20. And they have a percentage chance of spawning. And they only spawn here after the first loop. And this is the only place where you can actually throw them off a ledge, like driving them off the ledge. So, yeah, not exactly the easiest thing to do. Not exactly the easiest achievement to get. Okay, more goat hoofs, so that's meaning more movement speed, which is actually really good. At this point I want a lot of movement speed, because mostly what I'll be doing is dodging around and not doing much. Just being a freeloader and letting my turrets do all the work. That is, okay, Lepton Daisy, which for only one of it, whenever you're at the teleport event, it'll give 1 healing nova. If you have 2, it'll give 2 healing novas for the teleport event. Okay, I want armor piercing rounds here. I didn't talk about the tri-tip dagger. It has a 15% chance to apply a bleed. A bleed does, I believe, 150% of your base damage per second over like a couple of seconds. It stacks up as well, which is kind of nice. You really want 7 of those and then just watch your damage skyrocket out of control. Alright, there's the turrets. Okay, let's activate this. We're going to fight several bosses, so I'm just going to spam my equipment so that we can clear the area as soon as possible. Wandering Vagans. And they're blazing. This means they are elite versions. Okay, we got an, what was he called? Not legendary, I believe, I don't remember the quality, but it's after legendary. And we got the, whatever I'm going to call it, loop. Genesis loop. I don't get these often, so I don't really know what they're called. Genesis loop, what it does is when you're low on health, it'll release a very, very high damaging AoE Nova. So it does just a lot of damage, but you have to be on low health in order for it to proc, and there is a cooldown to it as well, I believe. The other thing we got is Rose Buckler, again something I really don't like to see. When you're sprinting, it negates some of the damage, just a little bit of it. I really don't like it because most of the time I'm in combat, not really sprinting. I guess at this time I am. But anyway. This is the money from the tomb we have. The tome we have, actually. It's a tome, it's not a tomb, I know. You'd be surprised, but I know. Okay, as soon as the teleport event charged... Okay, yeah, that's Hermit Crabs launching boulders at us. These are the Hermit Crabs, and you need to drive them off a ledge. You can't do it. Like, they will run away from you. The problem is most of the time I end up killing them because I tend to take a lot of sentries with me. And they don't spawn as much. It's kind of random when they do spawn. So you kind of need to look out to get them to spawn. And at the same time you need to have like no turrets whatsoever. Okay, maybe I might be able to get this one. And at the same time you need to be careful not to kill them because you see my missile turret is just starting to kill it. And I have to wait around for it to actually get up. Get up. Get up and... No, do not kill it. I think it killed it. I think it killed it before. What did that do? Oh, it fired from... What? Really? That's new. Okay, now we're getting rare items here. Good. Sorry, not rare. Uncommon. Legendary would be considered rare in this case. More fungus, good. More healing for my turrets, even though they have heals on critical, heals on damage, and just in general heals. Okay, let me go here. Let me pick up this, and we're leaving for the next stage. So, when does the game end? You're probably asking yourself. Mystic, why are you continuing this? It's been over an hour. It has been over an hour, yes indeed. The reason there is an actual ending to the game. Or at least what I believe is the ending to the game. And I'm going to show it today. And that is, I believe, what we will be normally ending at. It's going to take a little bit more. Generally, the game speeds up the later it goes, because you gain a lot more money, and I tend to not care that much about chests that later on, unless I'm able to see them. And I'm very quick. As you can see, I'm very speedy now, so that's kind of good. Okay, we got the Caro's band, I believe it's pronounced Caro. Which, same thing, 3 or 6% chance to deal a fire nova though. And spawns like a little bit of a tornado. It's kind of fun to watch. No, I do believe I saw it there. That's the thing. These are very important. Oh, it's just war banners. I don't need war banners. I don't need this as well, but I suppose I'll take it. I do want the missile turrets if I can get them. They are good damage. They're actually the best damage in terms of the turrets. Only the engineer's turrets have more damage than the missile turrets, I believe. But, you know, that depends on your items, so... There's some gold, sure, I'll take it. As you can see, it was a lot of gold, but at this point it doesn't really matter that much. What? That's a Dune Strider. Sorry, yeah, Clay Dune Strider. That was just hidden. That was just hiding. Are you seriously that afraid? Because I don't do that much damage. Come on. I've had better runs. Seriously. This is one of the more mediocre ones. Oh, that was the Firestorm, by the way. Fire Tornado, sorry. There's a bunch of mines for you. And let me continue on trying to find the teleporter. I didn't actually run around over there to see if there's any good chests around. As you can see, I'm very fast now. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be even faster with more goat hooves. So this is what I meant when I said, you know, the game does tend to speed up later on. Even though it does get harder, it tends to be a lot quicker. Because I normally don't fight that much with the engineer. Especially now when we have Bundle of Firework, there's no point in me fighting. Key, you know what, goat hoof. Yeah, I don't really care much about the key. So this is stage 2 technically. There's 5 stages as mentioned before. But there's different maps. I believe we weren't here, we were in Wetland Aspect on our first play. This is technically a loop, so I'm going to be calling it a second play. There's a teleporter, which we will take in a moment. But what I want is Topaz Brooch. Okay, you know what? It's not bad. Gnarled Wood Spike. So Gnarled Wood Spike heals me over time, and I can activate it to send it to an ally. Yes, I don't normally use that, but you know, if you don't have an equipment, it's there. It's something. So just one quick run around here because I'm very quick at the moment, very speedy. And we are going to be activating teleport. So next stage is where you will see the end that I was talking about. Oh no, I placed the shield. Oh well, never mind. Let's just activate it. And Blazing Beetle Queen. That should not last very long. No, you haven't seen me use the mines much here. I've just been placing them mostly defensively in front of the shields in case something comes really close by. Normally that is what I use them for. Very early on, if I don't have a lot of good items, what I'll do, and I have money for example, and I'm looking for chests, I'll just run around, and if I see a single item, I'll just place a mine and move on. And that'll kill the enemy, giving me more gold. Okay, double Caro's band. I'm getting a lot of bands today. A lot of rings. Which I shouldn't complain. Those are good items in general. There's my healing from the fungus. The fungus scales really insanely, by the way. That's why you really want a lot of them. It's now healing 83 per tick. When it was just one, it was healing 25, sorry. We have leveled up since then, so let's say 30. Because HP does increase with level ups. Okay, are we done here? No, 77. Okay. We're actually fine to take on last area we need. But I don't have the item I need to take on the last area, so today we'll just be ending the episode normally. That was Death's Mark proc. I believe I actually didn't explain what Death's Mark does. So when you have 4 unique debuffs on a target, you will apply Death's Mark for X amount of seconds, which I believe it's 4. I'm not entirely sure if it says, but I'm pretty sure it was 4 or 7 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't say. And that debuff just does a lot of damage, but you need 4 unique debuffs. So I'm gonna be staying here until the bosses die. That is a very annoying boss. I really don't like seeing him. Good thing he was stuck on, I don't know, one of my turrets or something. Not entirely sure what he was doing there. There is normally an item here, but not necessarily it has to spawn. There's normally one over there. Again, you know. Oh no! That's not good. That is... Okay, it's dead. I heard it die. Good. I believe, what was it called? Void Reaver? Oh, I don't remember the name, but they're kind of annoying. The first time I saw them, I was like, wait a minute, I've never seen this anime. Oh, Teddy Bear, which gives you a 10% chance to block anything, really. And that is the block item I was talking about earlier. Generally, it's really good. You want a lot of them. They don't scale linearly, so normally, because it's I believe it's a 10% chance. Oh no, it's 15. According to the Gamepedia, it's 15, but it's actually 30. 13. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. So, but in reality, when you have 10 of them, instead of having, for example, 100 plus block, you will have 60. Because they don't scale linearly, additively. So, I generally remember 10 means 60% block, and I generally go for 10 if I can. Okay, here we want these chests. What do we have here? Key. Oh, am I really? I guess I'm going to take the medkit. I'm getting a lot of defensive options here today. Oh no. Oh no. That thing does a lot of damage, and when it dies, it can actually insta-kill you. So, I did not know this, by the way. I was very curious about what these creatures were. So I actually went into the Gamepedia and looked them up. Okay, I think I want the bleed here. Yeah, bleed, because it's 15% chance, it's just a better option, and I already had one. And looked them up, and I did not know, but the last effect, I was suspecting as much, but I didn't know. It wasn't confirmed. The last effect just instantly kills you. So, yeah, you don't want to be in that field. Alright, you really don't want second Death's Mark, because that just extends the duration, it doesn't actually do anything else. Right. Can we get what I want to fight the final boss? No, that is a shaped glass again, no. Well, I tried, you can't blame me. I'll show it off next time, I promise. For those of you that haven't played this game, I'll show off what I consider the final boss, the proper ending, because the game has many endings, and all of them are in you ending up dead. All by you, I mean your character, of course. The survivor, to be a bit more precise. They're called survivors in this game. And they don't survive. All the endings are you don't survive, except one, which is the only ending that I recognize as correct and as victory. So today we will technically not be having a victory. That is a Shrine of Order. You pay 1 lunar coin and it will take all your items and give you different ones, is the best way I can explain it. It is a little bit more complex than that though. It will give you a large stack of specific items. But I don't use it because I sort of like my items. It's kind of random to use. That chest is timed. You need to be here before the 10th minute mark, which I have done in order to unlock it. It's, oh boy, is it a challenge the first time you try and do it. Afterwards, it becomes easy, but the first time it's kind of annoying to do. Right, well, let's go to the portal and it is time you left and beat the game. So as you can see, we have a blue wisp here, which is random. This has a 24% chance of appearing, or you can go to a Newt Altar and do what I did, to go to the Bazaar between time, and there is a white wisp as well. The white wisp is where the actual ending of the game is. Oh no, I threw it too far, that's bad. This means that this chart can't shoot now. Oh boy. That's fine, that should be fine. Okay, let me fire. This is a bad place to be firing off missiles because it has sort of a roof. Has a lot of walls. Are the worms dead? No, they are not. Okay, now I believe they are. There they are. And we got more harvester sight. That's not bad. So it is called a moment fractured, and it is a very special area which you don't need to go to. You can skip, but that is where the true ending lies, in my opinion, which I will show off next time. I won't spoil now. For those of you that haven't. Okay, that is an invisible chest. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. We'll take it in the moment. That is the healing wave from the flower. Lipton Daisy. Well, we have an overloading one somewhere. So yeah, that's it. That is where, in my opinion, the game truly ends, and that is where we will be looking to end the game when I do these runs. I find these runs very fun, by the way. I have played this game, again, as I said, a lot of times, and I'll actually play one more after this, but without narration, because to be perfectly honest, after an hour and what is currently 11 minutes, but is going to be an hour and more like 15, 20, probably. My throat is going to be killing me. So there's all the portals. Let me just get the chest. Oh, there you can see a slight shimmer, but normally you would not be able to see this. There it is. Like you have to like pass it and it's barely visible, and there's a prompt to open it, but that's about it. Another death's mark, not what I wanted. That's fine, I guess. So teleporter is where you would normally go. We do not want to go that. This is the portal. This is the white portal. This is the blue portal, which we went through earlier. This is the blue portal. This is the white one, also known as a celestial portal. That is where we want to go. So, as again I said, this is the ending which we're going to be aiming for. This is an ending that ends in death. Like, all endings end in death, by the way. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a player of the game and you just came here because you were interested in seeing what this random individual on YouTube has to say about the game and how he plays the game, then you already know what I mean by all the endings. Even if there is just one ending. There's technically two, I believe. Oh no, I thought I failed there for a second. So everything ends in you dying except one thing. It doesn't matter how many endings this game has. It technically has two. It's either you coming here and dying, you going to the place where you survive, which we can't go because you need a specific item. I'll show off next episode. And or which I can of course continue through the portal if I want, or you dying to a mob in the game ending. That is still an ending to me. But what you do here, this is the obelisk of, I don't know, obliteration or whatever it's called, and when you come here, obliterate yourself from existence. You press E. There's a lightning. The portal is there if you want to continue your run. This will just put you on the next stage, and now it asks you, are you sure? And you press E. The first time I played this, I expected for it to actually take me somewhere else. I expected for this to be like a big troll, but no, it actually kills you. Technically, this isn't a loss. Technically, you didn't lose, but your survivor still died. Yeah. Just wrap your head around that a little bit. That still counts as a victory for the game. You know, you've still won, but your character has died. So there is only one way for your character to survive. I'll show off that in the next episode. It won't be now because, again, it's going to take like an hour and a half. And, yeah. Anyway, I've been the Rampant Mystic. Oh my god, I can't even talk after an hour of talking. This